Hey, Gemini, intuitive soul coach here with your May 2023 career reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings, Gemini, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, so Libra, in the past position, you do have the book card. Some of you may have filled out paperwork, e-documents. There may have been a new contract that showed up for you to sign. This is about learning as you go, beginner's mindset. But I'm also sensing that some of you are taking a step towards a brand new beginning, and it could be hitting and breaking through some sort of glass ceiling or creative block that you felt, whether it is through automatic writing a book, taking a course, an online class. It could be educating yourself through a new offer, because some of you, there's a new contract coming in or you've recently seen in the past, and you're going to have to learn as you go, but you're going to be more than just okay. I feel like there's going to be a big payout or a big payoff at the end of some sort of learning here. I mean, we're always in that ebb and flow of learning. We're always going from teacher to student. I am sensing some of you are taking a class that's going to help you in your career or within your business sector. You may be watching YouTube videos or even writing a book of your own. For others of you, you could be dealing with a legality in your situation or someone around you, or maybe you're even taking courses or teaching yourself about the law. I'm getting here the law of attraction. For others of you, you're wondering how you can open up this portal, this new energetic frequency to help you attract what it is that you want into your world. And for others of you, you've already opened the doorway here. So I'm really liking this book card showing up. And I feel like a few other signs have received this as well. It may have been Taurus. So if you are on that Taurian cusp, Gemini, or if you have any Taurus in your chart, there may be something in that reading for you as well. Now, in the month of May, second chances, new beginnings. Some of you have another trip around the sun showing up in the month of May. And for a lot of you, I do feel like you are picking up speed, picking up momentum. The rose comes in and offers financial relief. It talks about support. It talks about job security, growing a business, growing your reputation, growing your financial security net here. So for others of you, I feel like you may be switching into a position that brings you more of a supportive feeling of emotional fulfillment. Really heading towards that career that brings you a lot of happiness. It wouldn't surprise me to see some cups in your reading, probably a lot of cups, especially that I'd love to see that king or queen of cups showing up for you, Gemini. Even though you're a swords and you are that mental, I feel like you're really happy. Your heart's happy this month about some sort of change that you have manifested in your world because you decided to take action on. Now, this can also be about being content, being in a position where you feel financial relief, or you're finally, I can let my hair down, or I can take that sigh of relief that something showed up for me, whether it was a new position of employment, whether it was a raise, a bonus, maybe you even are allowed a vacation or paid time off. I'm just getting support here on all levels. Now, in the near future, you have the heart card showing up. So again, more emotional fulfillment here, but be careful of your spending, because sometimes we get into these really, happy moods and these happy energies. And sometimes we just want to, spend, which is great if you have that money to spend. But for some of you, I feel like you may be buying yourself something nice in the month of May, or you may be indulging and buying yourself, I'm getting here, buying yourself a birthday present or gifting yourself this new opportunity, whatever this could be for you. This is also about joint finances, and you have being supported twice here. Literally, it says supportive role with the rose, and then in the near future, you are being supported. So I do feel like there are people around you. We may actually see that 3 of Cups or even 3 of Pentacles showing up in your reading, because I'm getting other people around you that support you and love you, and they appreciate what it is that you are doing to help uplift the world around you. So you may be of service, maybe you're a coach, a mentor, a guide, an inspirational leader. For others of you, you're teaching and sharing your story, even if only on a personal level. Perhaps you're sharing your story with even your children and creating and leaving a legacy behind that's going to help towards their success. I'm getting that you're talking to very important people this month, Gemini, a lot of important people. Now, you may have a job as a counselor or a guide, which we just talked about, or it's about you having a job that you love. So if you've been feeling a little bit stuck, I'm getting that the majority of you Gemini that are watching at this point, you may be in a position where you love what you do and you're in it because you love it, but you're ready to turn the page. You're ready to advance, explore, take on a new challenge, give it a wink, as I like to say. There's a new human experience that you chose to partake in, and the universe fully supports you, as well as people in your physical realm as well. For others of you, you may actually be in a partnership or a marriage or a union where you are able to focus more on maybe your side hustle, your side business, or your career, because you have additional financial support coming in as well. That's not going to resonate for all of you, but it could be a helpful person on any aspect showing up. Now, let's take a dive into your energy here and see what is the heart of the matter. What is going on? What is the main energy for career for you? There's the 3 of Cups. Beautiful. So right away showing up with celebratory energy. There's the support of people. So you are celebrating some success, celebrating a new move, a new job, a promotion. You're celebrating a milestone within your business aspect here. The 3 of Cups is community, family, friends. Some of you even are passing a test, because I'm sensing that some of you may be studying for an important exam or a certification, or it could be a manual that you are learning. And I feel like you're passing a test, and this is a big yes. So if you do have a test coming up in the month of May, or if it's a test you've recently taken, because the books is showing up in the past as well, I feel like you're going to celebrate a win. 3 of Cups is all about abundance. You may be getting a raise or bringing in more kindred spirits, more people that share your interests, whether it is through taking a course or a class, whether it's something you are doing within your business that's attracting more clients. But this is just a really powerful energy for you. But let's dive in and see what this means. What's the 3 of Cups? How can we clarify the 3 of Cups, please, for Gemini? Someone may be opening up a business, because they just showed me cutting of a ribbon. So it could be an open house. It could be, a celebratory move date. Perhaps you've moved a business, or this could be an online business that you have that you are launching, because I'm just getting that cutting of a ribbon. So something is opening for you here. It could be just, the energy is opening to these new opportunities, which I'm really loving, and you're feeling supported. 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles is reevaluating, but also it's about heading towards a direction that's going to bring you sweet results, right? She's holding that apple in her hand, and she knows that the work that she puts into something is going to bear, positive, sweet results. So I do feel like there's abundance here with the apples. There's prosperity. I'm getting here that there's plenty of growth showing up for you, plenty of growth that's going to lead you towards your 10 of Pentacles, if that's what you're looking for. And most people want financial security. They want stability and abundance, and possibly even to leave a legacy behind. So powerful, powerful, Gemini. Let's take a look at the challenge. What is showing up for you as the challenge in the month of May? Goodness, I'm curious to see what this challenge is, because I feel like you are stepping into your confidence. That solar plexus is really highlighted for a lot of you. I feel like you may be getting in better health, better shape as well. And your confidence is coming back. Your confidence is alive. Whoa, look at that. Okay. So how would you like these here, Spirit? This is what you're calling in. This here, all right, thank you. Okay. This is how we're gonna use the cards that came out. So again, the challenge is actually something that's going to propel you, and that's why you have all these cards coming around, and we're gonna use them as well. But you do have the Four of Cups showing up as the challenge, and the Four of Cups showing up as the challenge is about you reaching out, connecting with other like-minded individuals, reaching out to a new company that you would like to have them employ you. It's you reaching out to others for inspiration to help you succeed within your own business, whether it's through a business coach, whether it's taking that class, that mentorship. It could be you learning something new, letting go of an old belief even, or working with the law of attraction. I'm getting here, knowledge is power. So the more you know about a situation, the better off you will be, which knowledge is power anyway. We should always be constantly learning, growing, and evolving. But I'm sensing that there's a new beginning here for you, because the Four of Cups can at times feel like we are a little bit frustrated or feel like we're not as inspired as we would like to be. That's going to shift here for you, because I'm sensing the opposite, which we're reading here, the challenge position of the Four of Cups. So you may have felt these things in the past, like you've missed out on an opportunity, or you were feeling frustrated, bored, ungrateful, or even impatient that something wasn't happening. And that's why you shifted this energy into this new beginning here. And I am feeling that there's a new beginning that you're celebrating. That's why you have the Three of Cups showing up. Let's clarify the Four of Cups. There could be just a couple of delays that may make you feel a little bit impatient or a little bit frustrated, but I don't feel like they are huge delays that are going to put you in a spiral of, a negative setback. I just feel like because we're, going, depending on when you're watching this, Mercury may be in retrograde. So there could be just some documents or some backtracking, and it just seems frustrating. It's like at times when you want to send that email and you push send and you don't realize that there's a spelling error, or there's a document that you felt like you've looked at a million different times, but you go over it after you've hit the send button and you see that something was a little bit off, or maybe your autocorrect changed things. I know that's happened for myself, is I'm like, how did this even, that word should not be that word. I did not write that in there. Or for example, with the Aries reading, we're not even in retrograde yet, but you may be feeling those effects. The Aries reading completely, bit the dust and disappeared into the ether and have no idea what happened, and everything went haywire. So I had to re-record, but you may see little mishaps like that for you in the month of May. But again, I don't feel like it's going to throw you completely off kilter as long as you're aware of it. And that's the importance of tarot and these readings, right? And that's why I put them out in advance, is for you to just double check that your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed. Now you have the Magician showing up to clarify. Yeah, you're going from a situation where you felt like you weren't sure how to utilize your power or how to manifest or work with the law of attraction, but you're taking a new stance, is what I feel. You are recognizing that you are the creator of your world. And when your inner world is aligned with your soul's experience and the human experiences that you chose to have, you start to manifest those things. And I feel like a lot of you wanted to get out of a situation that just felt a little bit blah, and you were maybe exhausted because of it here. There is some uncertainties that happened here in the past, I see, but this Magician is a brand new beginning for you. All right. So make sure you keep your thoughts positive, because we can have those self-fulfilling prophecies. So for example, let's say you have that energy where you get up on the wrong side of the bed, as you've heard people say before, and you get up and the alarm's going off, and you've missed the alarm, you've hit snooze a million times, you stumble out of bed, you didn't get much sleep, maybe there was a full moon, you were tossing and turning, then you stub your toe on your way to the restroom, then you go get in the shower and you realize that your kids took a ball of hot water, and then it just tends to spiral. If that starts to show up or happen for you, I want you to just, now bear with me, stop, pause, look around, and laugh. Laugh at the situation and say, this is funny, right? This is a spiral that I am part of. This is the matrix, the game, right? This is a piece of it. Now I can misuse that power and I can keep going along with the law of attraction and it's already bad. I might as well keep on spiraling and have these things showing up, or I can just take a step back and say, okay, what is out of my control? If it's out of my control, I can't shift it, right? But if it is within your control, you don't have to let the anxieties or the fears or the lateness or maybe, the hot water, you don't have to let those things get the best of you. You can just chuckle that, these experiences are happening for you. And maybe it was a divine detour following you to help you take a different path that morning, whatever it may be. Sometimes we don't always see what's working behind the scenes. All right, so what's below you here? You have the 10 of Wands. So being able to juggle up many things, Gemini, in the air, right? The 10 of Wands is someone who takes on a lot. They do take on a lot of burdens, and sometimes they can be highly empathic and they take on other people's stuff, which can physically exhaust them. This is about bringing in others to lighten the load, or for you, especially for you healers out there, or for those of you that are light workers or spiritual workers, if you're not quite sure how to protect your energy and set healthy boundaries, then this line of work can be mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually exhausting, right? Taking on other people's stuff. And sometimes empaths, they don't realize how to navigate through that situation, how to leave their work at home. Yes, there's a difference between being, invested in loving what it is that you do, but then there's a difference as well, realizing this isn't my stuff, not my circus, not my monkeys, right? The 10 of Wands can be that Mr. or Mrs. Fix-It personality where you may gravitate towards people who need fixing or want fixing, or you just take on a lot because maybe you're good at it. You could be a wonderful multitasker. But for others of you, you also distract yourself at times by taking care of other things that are external because it may distract you from taking care of things within. If this is you, now I'm not calling anyone out here, but if this is you, it's really important to look within, get honest with yourself, and focus on some of those shadow aspects that we tend to run from or hide from. Okay, you're coming really close to wrapping up a cycle if you haven't already. And I feel like she's burning. You can see all of these papers, whatever that is for her. She's burning some sort of past energy. Or maybe you've even felt like you've burned a bridge here, or someone's burned a bridge with you. But this is about you bringing in others to lighten the load, to help you out. And you're certainly doing that because I see support around you. So let's take a look and clarify the 10 of Wands. You may be just needing to delegate, or you may have a lot of responsibilities. Some of you work, a full-time job in the corporate world, and then maybe you have a side hustle as well, or you may work more than one job. But I'm getting making work more fun is going to be beneficial. And that's why we just had that analogy of stopping and just chuckling, laughing, because then we shift our frequency and we shift that vibration and we lighten the energy instead of carrying the heavy loads and it accumulating throughout the day. And then when you find yourself out of hot water and you're already late, and then you go to pour yourself a cup of coffee, realize it's been sitting there for days, and then you get in your car and you can't find the keys, and then that spiral just keeps going on, right? Remember that you are the creator. You're the magician. Do you want to just stop and chuckle and laugh at the humor and the absurdity of it all? Or do you want to just continue being, angry and frustrated and let that spiral roll down the path for the rest of the day? That's completely up to you. And there is the card of options, completely up to you. You have a choice. Do you want to carry the heavy burdens or do you want to release them? That's what I feel here. Now, in the position of the past, there was a lot of unknowns, Gemini, a lot of uncertainties. You weren't quite sure which way was up, which way was down. You weren't sure which illusions were truth or what were illusions, right? There's something here that your subconscious has really been trying to get your attention on. Your intuition here, because sometimes the subconscious creates our reality, and we have no clue that something is creating our reality because it's deep seated and we're focused on everybody else's stuff, that we're ignoring what's going on in our own world, and it's creating havoc, right? So when you get to the root of a situation, if you do not like what's going on in your life, you need to take a look at and see where it's reflecting within you, and gain the necessary clarity through your intuition, your higher self, speaking with someone about it on a professional level, or just being able to trust. Trust is a really big piece, especially when it comes to the moon card. This is about trusting those emotions, trusting the intuition here as well, and being able to expose a situation that may have been, you may have had a hard time understanding. So let's take a look at what you're manifesting. Actually, let's dive into this just for a moment. What is this moon energy? What's this uncertainty that you weren't quite sure of? Now, it could have been you weren't sure if you'd pass a test or get a job, or if a project that you were going to have was going to launch. We're going to take this one because I didn't even see that was left behind. But I do feel that there is now certainty in the month of May. Yeah, okay. You weren't sure if there was a partnership, a client, a business, or if something was going to be, you were going to be intertwined with the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is about an important partnership. It's something that you are able to attract into your world, whether it's a partnership, a new job offer, new clients. You want to be in alignment, and you can see that these two roses are entangled here. So it's aligning your inner world with your outer world to match the frequencies that you are emitting. And King of Swords energy, Gemini, this is you. So stepping into your power, truthfully aligning with your purpose, but there may have been some uncertainties about what that was. And I feel like you're getting or receiving news in the month of May that's projecting you on that forward path of truth, of enlightenment, of prosperity, of abundance, whatever it is that you were or have been searching for or seeking for, it's showing up here for you. Now, what's in your headspace? What are you working on manifesting? You have the Knight of Swords here, which is also your energy, the messenger of air. When the Knight of Swords shows up, Gemini, you're taking action. You're rushing towards what you believe is important to you. You're taking action. And sometimes you may be quite impulsive, but you have the confidence and you have the assertiveness and the directness to go all in. And that's what I see here. You're manifesting is this assertiveness to make a decision, stick with it, and follow through, which can be difficult. But for you, this is something you feel so strongly about, and you're saying, I need to move in this direction. This is my soul aligning. That's what that Two of Cups is. Your soul is aligning to make something happen, and you are heading towards it. And it's interesting because she's actually facing the moon. So I feel like you are getting clear on something that you were not able to necessarily see before. And because you have that clarity, you're able to move forward. So really powerful. So what do we have showing up in your near future? Four of Wands. I love the Four of Wands. It is 11/11 energy. It is about a special occasion, a celebration, a milestone, a birthday. It is about honoring each other. It could even be a new home or relocating a business. Some of you may be switching office spaces or updating an office space as well, or traveling, going on vacation. So you have a lot of beautiful things coming in for you. Let's see if we can narrow this down a little bit more with the Four of Wands. What do we have for Gemini? Near future, Four of Wands. What's the celebration? You're celebrating releasing a heavy burden. Congratulations. Whatever it was that you've been working really hard towards, and it felt like a burden, even though it may have been, you working really, really, really hard to maybe add to your savings, to buy a home, to buy a vehicle, or it could be working towards a degree or a class or a certification or a business. Whatever you've been working hard at, you're celebrating hitting a milestone. So I'm loving this for you because yes, at times it feels really good. She's carrying flowers on her back. It's not like she's carrying pounds of bricks. So I do feel that some of you, there's sweet results coming in here, sweet success. And we've seen that with that Seven of Pentacles. So really wonderful clarifications. All right, Gemini, how are you doing? How are you feeling in the month of May? This is all about your energy. What's going on? I feel you're confident, you're assertive. It wouldn't surprise me here to see I'm getting King and Queen of Wands energy, but I'm also getting more of that sword. So let's see. Oh, justice. Beautiful. So equilibrium. Now, some of you, I mean, justice is Libran energy, but it could be another air sign that you're dealing with, or this is just you embracing, because this is your energy here. So I feel like you're bringing justice and balance back into your life where it may have just felt a little off kilter. Some of you may have been dealing with a legal situation, which you do have law here, but the justice is all about you being able to seek that truth, seek fairness for yourself, not judge others. And you may have felt judged by others as well, but I feel like you're releasing, could be some sort of judgments as well. And you're bringing more balance into your world. I'm also getting that there's an end of a situation if you've been dealing with a back and forth, or if you've been dealing with a legal situation or something that felt very unfair. You can see here that she has her sword pointing down. So I feel like there is an ending here, like you're cutting off some sort of difficult or negative or unequal or unfair situation, and you're putting your boundary up and you're saying no more. So I think you're standing in your power. You absolutely are here. But let's clarify the justice showing up for you, Gemini. Whoa. Okay. You have the Hermit showing up. So you gained a lot of wisdom here. I absolutely see that. Now the Hermit is very wise. The Hermit is someone who gains that introspection through solitude, whether it's soul searching through meditation, it's gaining the self-knowledge, which you see here in the books, but you've learned a lot and you've grown on your journey. And the other two cards that came out for you are the ones you've already received. Four of Wands, confirmation with the Magician. So yes, things didn't go the way that you had planned in maybe the past, but it was to redirect you and put you on this new route. So trust in divine detours is what I heard here, because the Magician is bringing about something more beautiful, and you are the Magician. Really love this. Now let's see what's going on in your environment. What's going on in the world around you? All right. Thank you, Spirit. We're going to see here. Okay. So we have a couple of energies here, and they're actually showing up in the hopes and fears along with your environment. So this is important, and I'm going to read both of them mingled with your hopes and fears, because we manifest. And I feel like your Magician qualities this month, your manifestation qualities are at an all-time high, Gemini. So that's why it's important for you to focus on the positive, to focus on the growth, even though there may have been challenges, because you have the Temperance, the Patience card, and you also have the Empress. So you see that you're getting these major arcanas that are showing up on this whole sleeve of your reading here. So there's some big changes coming in, something that you've been wanting to maybe moderate or stay patient on, or you've even felt like it was a compromise at times. But I sense that the stars are aligning to make magic, make something grow. This is your hope here with this Empress, but I feel like you staying in that energy of hope or love versus fear is going to help you grow and attract this abundance and celebration more quickly in your world. The Empress grows beautiful things. Whatever she touches, she grows. Whatever she focuses on grows. And this is about being creative and bringing in more abundance, nurturing yourself, nurturing others, growing things that bring you happiness and bring others happiness as well. And so mixed with patience, something is really going to grow and hit an all-time peak or all-time high. And remember earlier, we talked about, the Queen of Cups, or, that Queen King energy of helpful, nurturing, loving support. Well, I'm very grateful to see the Empress showing up here, because this is the mother of all, right? She is the creative feminine aspect. So receiving these blessings here, she is that heart center. She is the one that can nurture and bring to life, which you have growing with the rose, She can bring to life anything, even if it's something that she's put on the back burner. And actually, look what's right behind her. It looks like a rose or even a lotus. So there's something here opening up and being expressed within you. Be receptive, Gemini, to the good things showing up in your world, because you deserve them. This is part of your human experience, is to feel the good and the prosperous and the abundance, as well as the growth opportunities that, can be challenging for you. But try not to, with this patience energy, try not to go to extremes of your thinking. Try to remain in balance, because sometimes we tend to go completely down the rabbit hole. Take that scenario of, the bad day, where we go to that extreme and we tend to catastrophize, and we say, well, I'm already late, I'm going to go get fired. And then you walk in and your boss starts barking at you. Try not to go to extremes, but when you catch yourself going down that rabbit hole, that's that perfect time to just stop, pause, be patient with yourself, and again, chuckle and say, this is just a game. It's just, part of this life experience, that I have control and I can shift this vibration at any time. So really powerful messages coming in here for you, Gemini. So let's take a look and clarify the external environment. Now, some of you, there could even be a feminine energy around you that helps bring you enlightenment, helps bring you success, or helps you grow your business as well. It could be words of wisdom. It could be, news of creating or birthing a new idea into reality. Let's take a look and clarify. Because again, I'm intertwining the environment with the hopes and fears, because your manifestation skills are superb. So keep those thoughts positive, because sometimes we can create those self-fulfilling prophecies, and we can catastrophize events that may, turn an anthole into a molehill at times, Gemini, especially with our mental mind being an air sign. And there you are again, Page of Swords. It's important to stay curious. And remember, I thought I said this in the beginning, but knowledge is power. Learn the more you can about how to grow maybe your business or how to grow your success. Some of you are absolutely graduating a course or a certification. There's some sort of award that's going to lead to wish fulfillment. You can see, I always call that the wishing flower here. It's the dandelion, but being able to focus on your dreams because you've achieved a level of knowledge or you've accomplished something big here. And then you have the Two of Wands. Now you're able to plan a new direction. You're able to see something for what it is because you've gained the clarity, and now you're able to graduate from a lesson, from an experience, from a job, from a test, from a person, whatever this is for you, and stay curious and open to exploring your future because you have success showing up here for you. You may even be moving to take a class elsewhere, or maybe traveling, or you may actually meet up with people who you've taken a course with and maybe in a different location, even if you took it online. So let's take a look at, oh, okay, thank you, Spirit. I'm hearing that some of you may be going to a family's home to clear it out or clean it out because there could have been the loss of a loved one, and there's some sort of inheritance or something that you are going through their home as well, and just getting it ready for maybe an estate sale, or maybe you're moving back into it. There's something around that dynamic. Please take it as it resonates. This is only if you know that this is happening already. It's not a prediction for what's to come. All right, what do we have here? We have for the final outcome, and they just gave me the name here. I mean, I feel like it's, of course, the powerful influencer, Tony Robbins. But I mean, some of you, maybe your name is Robbins or Tony, but some of you may have just seen an ad or watched or listened to or read a piece or a quote from Tony Robbins, or that may be someone that is helping you towards success. Please take that as it resonates. You have 3 cards that came out here with your final outcome. So Gemini, a lot going on for you in the month of May, especially with all of these major arcana showing up here for you. You have, oh my gosh, You can't make this up. What did we say in the very beginning of your reading? We said that there was going to be a lot of heart energy. At least I thought we said that. I sometimes forget what I say 10 minutes ago, especially when it's channeled. But I believe we talked about a lot of that heart energy, that Queen of Cups. Well, not only do you have the Queen of Cups here, you have the Ace of Cups, Ace of Water. You have the Queen of Water, Queen of Cups. And you also have the Knight of Cups. Triple whammy for your final outcome. This is a brand new, fulfilling beginning in a direction that you love. And you can see that there's a pearl. That's the pearl of wisdom. There's a seahorse holding that pearl, and you've gained the necessary wisdom in order for you to move forward. Something that felt uncertain or you were unsure of is clarified and illuminated for you to break through some sort of challenge or obstacle and offer you this gift of love. Offer you this soul-quenching renewal, Gemini, this new connection that's going to bring emotional support and fulfillment. It's going to offer you to go in a direction where you can nurture, care for yourself, for other people, be of service. Now, some of you are tarot readers. You may be psychics. You may be in the caring, healing profession. Maybe you're a Reiki practitioner. Or you may be taking a class on, intuition, meditation, tarot. This can be anything. Maybe you're a nurse. You could be a doctor, maybe a, psychotherapist, an AODA counselor. So it can be any sort of profession that you love to do it because it comes from the heart. You could even be a lawyer, and maybe you love justice and you like to be able to help people through situations that are less than ideal, right? So whatever it is that you're doing, you're heading straight towards that heart, and she's looking in that direction. So all of these are actually looking towards the future. You can see that all of these energies are pointing, boom, right in that direction. Messenger of Water is the Knight of Cups. So there's some sort of action that you are taking that follows your heart. Okay, and I feel that there's a new idea coming in that's going to allow you to follow your bliss, or some of you finally have the money or the backup or the support. It doesn't have to be financial support. It could be any sort of support that we talked about earlier that allows you to move forward and chase those dreams. So I'm absolutely loving this combination for you. The fact that we got all three water elements here and a few of the best ones, I'm just loving that as your final outcome. So let's take a look, Gemini, and receive a message from the wisdom of the Oracle. All right, what do we have for Gemini, please, for the month of May regarding income, wealth, money? Oh, wow. You have new life. Hello, Gemini. Who's starting a new job or who's going on a new adventure because they've just graduated or just ascended to a brand new life here. A brand new frequency. It's also card 39. I mean, you may be 39 years old, or you may have a birthday on the 3rd, the 9th, or even the 11th. Or 12th, excuse me. Okay, we see the 1111 though with the Four of Wands. So some of you may actually be seeing 1111 quite often. All right, so what we have here with this is a birth, which you have the Empress, a birth of new ideas, growth, opportunities, a breath of fresh air, life renewing itself. And we said that earlier with the 10 of Wands. It's like you're able to take that breath of fresh air, release some burden that you have carried. You have every reason, Gemini, to be optimistic right now, as things seem to fall into place magically. New opportunities remind you that abundance is available to you. Delight in the bounty that begins to appear in surprising forms. Stay curious and know that your hopes and dreams are being fulfilled. It's as if new life suddenly infuses your projects, work, and creative ideas with the kind of electricity that crackles with exciting potential. Fortune is smiling on you. And they actually just gave me this energy here, which I'm sure you've heard a lot. April showers bring May flowers. April showers bring May flowers. So some of you, there could have been some ups and downs or challenges in the month of April, which I put out these readings a month or, half a month in advance to prepare you as well. So you may still be feeling some of these effects or still going through some paperwork, or you may feel between worlds, like you're not quite out of one energy, but you're definitely fully stepping into the other by May, by the end of May for sure. Now, you must acknowledge at times it's okay if you're not fully experienced in a situation, and gently allow yourself to be like the delicate new bud opening, right? That's that opportunity for you to grow and evolve, which I feel like you've already done that in the past. So if there's this new beginning and you are like that rose opening, this is about you knowing that it's okay to not know something. It's okay to learn it as you go. You are at the beginning of things, and maybe you haven't quite hit your stride. Be immersed in the newness of it all, and don't try to rush the learning process. New life has its own timetable for maturity. Be here now. Life loves you. Yes, it does, Gemini. Life absolutely loves you, and there's some really wonderful things showing up in your world. All right, let's get a few messages from your spirit animals. And at this time, Gemini, I just ask, if you can, please take a deep breath in from that solar plexus, the belly region. Close your eyes and tune into that third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows. And I want you to imagine the first animal, Gemini, or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now, this could be an animal that swims deep in the sea. It could be an animal that flies high in the sky. It could be an animal that is wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. It could be an animal that's crossed over the rainbow bridge, or one that's right beside you. There is no right or wrong answer, Gemini. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, where I draw one lucky winner around the first of each month, all you have to do is drop your power animals in the comment box below, and I personally will enter you into that free reading giveaway. And so please be sure to hit that subscribe and bell button so you don't miss that notification. All right. I absolutely love your animals. Now you have cards here, 18, 15, 36, and 49. Now these could be ages, these could be birth dates, these could be life, pieces of a life theme or a personal year, such as 9, 4, 3, 6, 1, 5, 8. Of course, that's a plethora of numbers, but there may be a specific number here that you gravitate towards. Now, right away, you have deer. Dear Spirit says, bring a gentle touch. Yeah, there's that heart center, right? This is compassion and kindness and love. Card 18 is that moon. So yes, there may have been situations that you were unsure of, but it's teaching you compassion and kindness. Next, you have cow spirit. The miracles are endless. And every time this cow shows up, and maybe you've heard me say this before, they show me those cow canisters, like the canisters that may have been in your kitchen growing up, or maybe some of you have a cow themed kitchen at this time. But I'm getting here canisters, and it's card 15. And that can be the double energy. So believing and trusting that you have the power to cut through any distractions, any limiting beliefs, or any fears or obsessions that hold you back. Trust in the miracles. You are the miracle. And this is really powerful because some of you also, you may have a kitchen themed with sunflowers or daisies as well, or that could be something that resonates with you. Maybe you've just planted them, or maybe you have them on your kitchen counter. Next, you have koi fish. There is always enough. Yes, and that is a very important piece of the puzzle to remember, remind yourself at all times. Energy, money is an energy. we are rich in resources all around, and there's that ebb and flow. Depending on what you chose to experience here on earth, I feel like you've chose to experience abundance and prosperity, at least for a portion or a big piece of your life here, because you have rabbit spirit. Now is a lucky time. Now, typically, I don't know if it's on this one, but that Empress, when she shows up, she typically has a rabbit, or even that Queen of Pentacles has a rabbit, because it's all about fortuitous energy, abundant energy that can multiply, especially the more that you put your energy towards it. Now, some of you are 49 years old, or you have a huge goal of achieving something before you are 50. I feel like there's a lot of abundance coming in for you here. I love this. Okay, some of you may have even taken someone's spot for maternity leave, or maybe you are returning from maternity leave yourself. Please take that as it resonates. For others of you, you may be a child care provider, or you may be switching up your home to be a better establishment, to maybe open a home daycare center. And that could be, you gaining the necessary certifications or licenses to make that happen as well. I'm getting some of you may be taking care of pets, or you may be deciding to open up maybe a pet rehab center or something of that nature. All right, last but not least, let's take a look and see which crystal, gemstone, mineral, or fossil you can utilize, Gemini, in the month of May to help you towards your path of abundance. Now, what do we have here for Gemini? All right. We have Seraphos, green quartz, card 50. Card 50. Now, fives are all about change. It can be about obstacles and finding solutions to overcome them in your world. And it can also be about travel as well. So this is all about living life on life's terms. It's about acceptance of our place in the world, heaven on earth, and what is meant to be. Now, the prosperity message for you, Gemini, is this. Seraphos green quartz spirit appears to tell you that the foundations of wealth may not be obvious in your life right at this moment, but you are meant to have certain experiences for the sake of your soul's calling. There is a gift therein, so accept what is. Tomorrow is a different day, offering different opportunities. Accept any losses or disappointments and be fully present to the moment and the lessons it brings. Much is coming your way, Gemini, much more quickly than you might expect. So this quartz is the only quartz. It's a quartz that's found on the island of Seraphos in Greece, and it grows in odd shapes that is often reminiscent of plant life. This beautiful crystal can be used for healing the physical body, opening the heart, and connecting to nature in all forms. Now, some of you, if you do feel a challenge when it does come to finances, or for those of you that are empathic, it's important to connect with nature. And you can do that as well by connecting with this crystal. And for those of you that want to open that heart chakra even more so, especially with all these heart-centered cards and this new beginning, if you want to say yes to whatever this Ace of Cups is here for you, then embrace this quartz energy. And quartz in itself can be an amplifier of energy. It can help you connect with the divine source within you. So really powerful showing up. I'm also getting some of you are tending to plants. You may be doing some trimming, some cutting, maybe even some gardening. I'm getting here, you may be discovering your green thumb, or some of you may say, I have no green thumb, therefore that's why I have a cactus. But I'm also getting something with herbs. You may be planting new herbs, or you just like the smell of them, so you have them maybe in your windowsill. But there's something with herbs showing up for you in the next 4 weeks. So please take that as it resonates for you. That's what I have for you, Gemini. Powerful month ahead. I hope this resonates. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly does help get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. And please do feel free to leave your power animals in the comment box below to be entered into that free reading giveaway. And if you haven't already hit that subscribe and bell button, please do so. Thank you so much for joining in and being part of our intuitive soul tribe here on this channel. Lots and lots of love.